largest cities in Pakistan and the fiercest of rivals on the cricket field. Some call it the El Clásico of the PSL.
Gone. The sound of ball on the stumps.
The passion on the field and in the stands brings out the best in the players. Earlier this season, Lahore dominated with the bat and ball to win by 65 runs.
Does that go down third's throat? That goes down third's throat. And that'll close the night out with a comprehensive win by the home side.
With playoff places up for grabs tonight, we are guaranteed extra spike.
That's his 50 as well, James wins.
Can Lahore come out on top again? Or will Karachi have the last laugh and leapfrog them in the table?
Have we got a game for you tonight? It's the heavyweights. What a game this is going to be. Lahore Qalandars versus Karachi Kings. It is going to be action-packed. And this has been a rivalry that's been going back for a long time. Now look at this. People are coming into this ground. We're expecting pretty much a full crowd today, which will be wonderful to see this spectacle, because it's a really important game. It always is an important game when Lahore and Karachi tangle. And it really is going to be wonderful to watch and listen to the atmosphere that all these people are going to be packing in and thoroughly enjoying, and the noise they're going to be making as they get behind their respective teams. Of course, it's going to be Lahore who's going to have most of the support, but rest assured, Karachi will also certainly have theirs as well. So we are minutes away from getting this game underway. Lahore Qalandars, of course, have a team that's played pretty well so far. They're sitting number 3 on the table. They're up against the Kings, who are at number 4 on the table. If Lahore win tonight, they can go to the top of the table. So that's interesting. Now, the Karachi Kings, if they win tonight, they can go to 2nd. Now, both those victories are going to be reasonable victories. It's going to be on net run rate, but there's so much to play for in this game, and all these players are going to be so pumped up to get this underway. There's the standings in the HBL Pakistan Super League at the moment. Gladiators at the top with 11, but 9 for Lahore and 8 for the Karachi Kings, so 2 points to them. Makes that big difference. And of course, Lahore Qalandars can go to 11 and Karachi Kings can go to 10, and if they play really well, go to 2nd. But just look at the games played. They've got a match in hand as well, Karachi Kings, so that's quite interesting to look at that. So that's a little bit of a resurgence after an indifferent start from then. Now the track, well, it looks like it's a pretty good one. There's a bit of a green around the place, around the edges and the cracks, so I wonder if that's going to have a little bit of a say in this game tonight. The scores on this pitch, by the way, so far in Lahore's 11th game in 11 days here on this surface, the scores on this surface have been a little bit on the low side, so that tells us just a little bit of a story before we do go any further. Now the toss, that was won by the Karachi Kings. And David Warner said, righto, we're going to have a bowl out there, and he wants to restrict somewhere around the 160 to 170. Amir Sahal's alongside me. Amir, take it away. Lahore.
Well, if you talk about both the sides, they have the wherewithal to trance each other. Lahore Qalandars, they have a very nice balance going on for them at the moment. They have able batters. Fakhr Zaman, yes, he's a concern because he's been awfully quiet in this one. They have Abdullah, Darryl Mitchell, Sam Billings and Sikandar Raza, the aggressor, doing well, and they have a very well-rounded bowling attack. And Karachi is not lurking behind. They have aggressors up the order. James Wins, very reliable. Sabik getting his first gig. Khushal Shah has been performing very well. And they have Irfan Khan Niazi, and talk about the bowlers, 6 options they have.
Karachi Kings won their last game. They haven't actually won 2 in a row. Every game they've won, they've lost the very next game. So that's an interesting stat just to take forward. And Lahore have won 4 out of 8. Karachi 4 out of 7. So some youngsters are here as well. Every batsman for Lahore have scored at least a 50, so that's quite interesting, and that augurs well. Fielding first, of course, the Kings. We need to find out what the commentators, what our group of commentators, the gaggle of commentators say about this particular game and who they think is going to win.
Karachi or Lahore, it's like asking me to choose between my children. Listen, it depends on where I am. If I'm in Karachi, it's Karachi. When I'm in Lahore, it's Lahore. And that's all I've got to say.
Well, I love both the cities, Karachi and Lahore. But since I'm a Lahoreite, I have a bias towards Lahore. I played my cricket in Lahore. I grew up here, and Gaddafi Stadium was kind of a home to me.
I'm going with Karachi, and the reasons for that is I played for the Karachi Kings in 2021. I scored 100 there a couple of years ago for Quetta, and I also won the PSL there last year with Islamabad United.
Well, look, it's a difficult one being a neutral, Karachi or Lahore. I'm going to have to go for Lahore because I've been there a little bit more often. From the hospitality, the food, everything, this ground.
Lahore is heart of Pakistan, and you know, the weather, the food, you name it, everything is good here. I'm not saying Karachi is bad. Karachi is beautiful. We love our country. We love Karachi also. But for me, if I have to pick one out of these two, Lahore.
Both are very similar. Both are dependent on their overseas batters. Karachi, Warner, Seifert and Vince. Lahore has Mitchell, Billings and Raza. Bowling pretty much the same. So the only reason why I would go with Karachi is because I'm from there.
I'm going with Lahore because a couple of years ago in the PSL, I had a most idyllic evening at a restaurant, open air, but Shahi Mosque was just there. It was spectacular at night. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen, really. And when I travel overseas, I always like to see those sort of special things, and that's something I'll remember for a long, long time. That's why I'm going for Lahore.
I think Lahore is the cultural hub of Pakistan. I think it's known for its hospitality, its food, and then the greenery. I love the greenery about this city.
No better place than my hometown, Karachi. It's got a beautiful sea, which gives us amazing seafood. But by and large, there's so much of British era architecture still intact. But I think by and large, we've got the best food in the country.
There you go, there's the split from the commentators. Karachi known as the City of Lights, of course, for its vibrant atmosphere, and it stands proudly in Pakistan's economic powerhouse. And Lahore, called the cultural heart of Pakistan, rich tapestry of architecture and vibrant gardens, and its thriving metropolis with a warm, welcoming spirits. Arslan Raza and Alex Wharf, the two men in charge today. Alex is someone who's a fine umpire, and so is Arslan Raza. Martin Guptill's alongside me. Martin, what are your thoughts before we go any further? What are you looking for in particular in this game?
I think the battle of the left-hand openers is going to be a big one tonight, isn't it? Warner versus Fakhar Zaman. The winner of that potentially win the game, but also the local bowling, the seam bowling stocks are pretty impressive as well. So I think all round it's going to be a pretty close game. And as I said at the toss, at the pre-show, I think Karachi's going to come out on top.
Mohammed, thanks for joining us on the Spider Cam. I hope you can hear me okay. Your numbers, by the way, are extraordinary. 11 wickets at 4.7 at 12 apiece. How come you're bowling so well?
11 or 7 wickets.
7 wickets, my mistake. How come you're bowling so well? 11 overs.
Just focus on line and length and variation, and what's the demand of the pitch. Then I bowl according of that. Yeah, that's why it's worked a lot, and using a lot of angles as well. That's why it's work here.
There's a bloke in the background, Fakhar Zaman. You guys got specific plans for him? Come on, you can tell us. You can tell us. Just a whisper.
Yep.
What are the plans for Fakhar Zaman? Come on.
Nothing plans, or just bowl stump to stumps, and yeah, just bowl and variation, and watch until end what's he doing.
Okay, terrific. Have a good game. Enjoy it. Good luck. Right, there is Fakhar Zaman just getting organised. David Warner, of course, the captain. He likes playing well in big games. We haven't seen the best of David Warner so far. Haven't scored that many runs. Fakhar Zaman's been terrific throughout his entire career, and he's a very, very dangerous player. We certainly know that. And this power play, the Pepsi power play, is always so important. Mohammed Naeem is the partner. 8 matches at this stage, 117 runs, a strike rate of 130. Played nicely in the last game. Fakhar Zaman is always the big wicket. What are your thoughts there, Marty, about bowling to Fakhar Zaman?
I reckon when he's going, you just bolt him in the nets, wouldn't you, Hazy? Probably the easiest place you won't go for runs, but no, look, you got to try and stop him somehow. If he is going, shut down one side of the field, so he has to then try something new, that's something not in his game plan, and just keep changing it up to him. Don't be predictable.
He has that certainly that penchant to go leg side. Countdown's begun. The crowd's building up nicely. It's going to be nice and raucous out there once we get into this game, that's for sure. Match number 24, Lahore Qalandars versus the Karachi Kings. A massive game, this one. Here we go. Slip in place as well. And a quick single to open the accounts. Amir, you're out there at the pitch report. What was your feelings of the track?
Well, it's still a good batting track, this one. As a batter, you need to show the aggression conservatively, and runs to be scored here. And an ideal time for Fakhar Zaman to come good, because it's a 78 years old rivalry. It attracts all and sundry, and the anticipation is very high. So the best time for him to come out and perform for Lahore Qalandars.
Karachi, by the way, have won 5 out of the last 6 matches of these two teams. It'll be a little bit about assessing the surface initially. As I said, it's 11 games and 11 days here in Lahore. It's the 4th time it's been used. A little bit of nice carry through to Tim Seifert.
Now that was a good delivery from Mir Hamza, asking the batter to drive with the open face of the bat through extra cover, and that's why our slip is in place.
You can rest assured that David Warner and his team chats leading into this match would have been really focusing on this Pepsi power play, whether it's batting or bowling. Of course, there's a batsman out there, the Pepsi power play likes to look after that as much as they possibly can. That'll be the plan when they do bat second. But he'll ensure that everyone is totally in tune now and have got their lines right, like Hamza is doing right at the moment, and everyone is on the ball.
Well, the last delivery.
BYD, the world's #1 energy vehicle, now in Pakistan, of course.
You're talking about the last delivery. The way he left the ball, it tells you they are feeling the pressure of Lahore Karachi.
That's gone away a little bit. Nicely across. That BYD car, that vehicle, by the way, is the Seal, which is going to be a prize to the play of the tournament. Beautiful award for someone.
Looks like he could be setting him up for the big in-swinging ball here, Mir Hamza. He's gone across, swung it across the right-hander, 3 balls in a row. His fast bowlers love to try and set the batters up in a way like that. 3 across, 1 come back in, and looking for LBW or bowled.
And another one across. Fakhar Zaman just striding down now, had a bit of a chat to him. So as a batsman, what are you thinking right now?
He's obviously seen 4 balls so far, all gone across, and in the back of his mind should be, is that one going to be coming back in? And to be able to counter that swing, does he use his feet a little bit, shimmy down the wicket, not necessarily looking to hit it, but check come off his length.
Across again, quick single. It's good running. 2 for none. Nice tone set in that very first over from Hamza. Really good stuff from Mir Hamza. Is a very experienced bowler. Very good at setting that tone first up. Rashad Hussain in the lineup for Lahore Qalandars today. Strengthening their spin department. A couple of changes to the Karachi Kings. Karachi Kings won the toss and elected to field 160, 170. As the number's been thrown around by David Warner of the toss, and also Shaheen Afridi at the toss as well. Good to see him back. Had a quad strain. He's back. Hassan Ali's been outstanding so far in this edition. A little bit of movement away, nice shape.
That seems like the plan. They're looking to ball outside the off stump to Naeem, asking him to reach for that delivery. And there is a bit of movement for the fast bowlers off the seam as well. Now what Naeem should do is to react to this. Instead of taking his guard on the leg stump, move towards the middle.
Oh, it's a bit wide that time. A wide has been called.
Encouraging stuff from Hassan Ali here, looking for that swing. The ball is coming through, carrying really well to Tim Seifert, and I think Hassan Ali versus Fakhar Zaman will be quite the matchup in this game. As we see there, Hassan Ali is second leading wicket taker. He'll be wanting to go to that top of that list and knock Jason Holder off his perch tonight.
13 wickets at 14.8. And there's an edge, and it's gone over the top. Kostal Shah couldn't get near that one.
The plan almost worked for Karachi. They've been tempting Naeem outside the off stump, asking him to drive the ball through extra cover, which he did. Unfortunately, that one didn't go straight to the fielder at slips. Although he tried his level best, but it was too high.
He was also a little bit slow, I think, a little bit late reacting to that. Went pretty quickly.
He got away with that, Naeem. He went hard at the ball. And when you go hard at the ball, tends to fly off the edge a little bit quicker.
Drag that one on the onside, and that's going to go one bounce and go for 4.
There you go. He has started to trust the pitch, Naeem. And fetch the ball from outside the off stump towards mid-wicket. It tells you that he's now oozing with confidence.
PCB and HBL PSL in partnership with Exchange On, donating for humanity. Rupees for every 4 and 20,000 for every 6, 10,000 for every 4 and 20,000 for every 6. So there's the first 4, and rupees are ching-chinging. Again, looking to go that leg side. Got to try and get after Hassan Ali. That's what they're thinking, is I suggest, with the length that he's bowling right now after that tight first over from Mir Hamza.
It was a better length, that ball from Hassan Ali. Overpitched a couple of previous balls, and that one pulls his length back and looks to try and pull length there, which is not easy on this sort of wicket, which is a little bit too paced. A little bit of sloppy work from Abbas Afridi in the field there, allowing them to get back for 2.
Short delivery, it's hit high, here's a chance, who's calling for it? Anyone? Oh no, that's a sitter. Jamal has dropped an absolute sitter. He was underneath that for some time. He's talking to his teammate now, but he was in the position to take that catch and he should have swallowed it.
I think initially here, Mir Hamza's called him off the ball, had to recall him off it. You see there, that's just gone straight up the chimney, really. Maybe Hamza got in his way a little bit, maybe in his eye line, but that is one that he should have taken there. Yeah, underneath the ball, still reverse cup and just doesn't hit the middle of the hands. Chance goes ruining for the Karachi Kings early on.
At the end, he was settled enough. Wasn't bobbling around, he was settled enough to take that catch. Just bounced out of those hard hands. There, the chances have got to be taken. Got to grab them in a big game like this. He's been watching at the moment. Fakhar Zaman, he's only played 1 delivery until now. That's his second. He uses that away for a single as well. Chance goes a begging, 15 for none. first match between these two teams earlier this year. Lahore got 201 batting first and won by 65 runs. Fakhar Zaman 76 off 47. Beautiful conditions, about 31 degrees Celsius, and this ground is filling up nicely. Mir Hamza on target, can't do too much with that. Nicely bowled.
Yeah, very consistent Mir Hamza with his liner lengths. Bowling with right thinking. Only a couple of times in the over he bowls wicket to wicket. Otherwise he's angling the ball away to the right hander, looking to swing the ball away from Fakhar. It's been a good start.
Looking to drop that one. Can't get down the other end for that. Nicely bowled again. Pressure building. Mir Hamza, good stuff. Now, we all know that Fakhar Zaman doesn't like being kept quiet. He's only faced 4 balls now. There's a look at the swing from Mir Hamza in that first over. 1.5 degrees the first one, not so much the second. Third goes a bit across. Fourth, the same number. And fifth, pretty much the same as well. Really good first over from Mir Hamza.
Yeah, probably one of the best new ball bowler in Pakistan, Mir Hamza. He's got that ability to swing the ball and deviate the ball off the surface.
He's got a man at deep backward square at the moment for Fakhar Zaman. Advancing. He's got that away fine, and he's picked up 4. Good connection.
That's good improvisation. Mir Hamza did not flood the line, but it was the ability of Fakhar Zaman who can challenge anybody.
It was actually still a very good ball, wasn't it? A very good line and length. And Fakhar's come down the off-stump line, kept a still head, and he's just made a little bit of angle for himself and was able to help it round the corner. Would that be the one to get Fakhar going tonight? The crowd want it. I think everybody wants to see him do well.
I love that emotion from those 2 kids celebrating that boundary. Nicely bowled, a little movement away from Fakhar Zaman, shy of the stumps. Arslan Ash throws around as well. There's quite a bit of chat out there from the Karachi Kings. It's good to see. Lots of encouragement. There's the gaps on the onside for Fakhar Zaman at the moment. He's got just a little bit of a slither through the cover region. He doesn't drive straight very often. But there's an area forward of square on that leg side which is going to interest him, and also just behind square is 2 key areas for him. Advancing, and he's got that away again for another boundary. So it's really good cricket. Improvisation from Fakhar Zaman, nicely played.
That one's just on repeat, isn't it? Done exactly the same thing, come down off stump line. Makes a little bit of angle for himself again. Quite a big movement, but how still does he keep his head on contact and just swings that away? Square of short fine leg, and there's no chance of that ever coming back from the boundary.
Yeah, intelligent, very intelligent. Yeah, these are the reactions you're going to get. It's Karachi-Lahore game.
Those 2 kids, we should lock a camera off, I think, for the whole game on those 2 kids. Terrific. Swing again. Nice finish to the over. Kept it tight. 8 from it, 23 for none. If you're just joining us, just looking at this table now. Lahore Qalandars, they win, they go to 11 points. They win well, they go past the Quetta Gladiators. Karachi Kings, they win, they go to 10 points, and if they win well, they go past Islamabad United. Both on net run rate movement, of course. Karachi Kings have got a game in hand, played 7 at the moment. Just a reminder also about the top 4 teams to qualify for the playoffs, and there's teams that will be focusing on the top 2 spots as well to get 2 bites of the cherry with the playoff tree that is going to be played in season 10 of the HBL PSL. Abbas Afridi, his numbers have been good. 54 wickets in his career. Best of 5 for 47. 11 wickets at 20 apiece. Economy of a shade over the 9, but he's had to do some hard graft out there. Picked up easily. 6 runs. Great way to start the over. Great way to start the over also off a new bowler.
Yeah, that line of length was edible for 9, and the contact was audible.
Bit of a loosener there from Abbas Afridi. You see the first KFC power hit of the night. Just easy, wasn't it, for him? He just flicked his wrist through the ball.
Now score a scholarship each time a player hits a 6. KFC will award a scholarship to a deserving student via the KFC scholarship program. Might be busy with those KFC scholarships tonight. Top players in action. So the umpires are just having a bit of a look at the ball. Might have just hit those boards or something similar quite hard. Maybe a little bit of damage to the ball, but no, looks okay now. So Abbas Afridi is now going to come back from that first delivery that disappeared to that deep backwards square position. Short fine leg, so he can't afford to do anything down that leg side. Afridi, he doesn't. The line's good. Big swing and a miss, going, or looking to go straight over the top of the bowler.
It was the length, wasn't it? He missed out Naim on that occasion. Stayed too much inside the line of that delivery, and that's why he missed it.
They're a big 6-hitting team, Lahore. 9 matches, 74 sixes. Some distance from number 2 Islamabad with 60. Now that just died a little bit. Is it going to be? No, on the bounce. Jamal was tearing in to try and get there on the catch. Couldn't quite get there in time though. Did well in the end.
Great effort from Amir Jamal on the boundary there. Those are the ones that if you can get to them, to make them into a half chance and you take them, they can really change a game. You see Abbas Afridi there with the back of the hand slower ball. Hasn't quite got enough of it. And comes forward and does well in the end not to let it go past him completely for a boundary. Gets a bit of hand on it to slow it down. They come back for 2.
Best batter gets the Hanif Mohammed cap, and the best bowler the Faisal Mahmood cap from M3O1K Solar Energy, leading run scorer and leading wicket taker of the HBL PSL. We get a complete system. Solar Energy, shot at the stumps from M3O1K.
Yeah, the faster bowler should be encouraged to bowl those slow ones on this surface because it's offering a bit of grip. There was risk involved. Got home quite easily in the end 9.
Different now with Fakhar Zaman on strike. Again, he'll be highlighting that mid-wicket region. There's a man at deep backward square. So he's going to have to make sure that his length is ideal. Abbas Afridi, otherwise he might disappear. In front of square on that leg side. Nicely bowled. Big swing and a miss again.
This is the line if you have a couple of fielders behind square on the offside. That's where you should be as a fast bowler. Not many fielders on the onside. Now one is being sent back on mid-wicket. Maybe the captain is asking him to bowl wicket to wicket.
Third has come in from the fence into a short third man position. He wanted to go straight-ish that last ball. This time he doesn't. That length is a little bit shorter than what he wanted. So there's a couple of good deliveries to finish the over. 32 for none. Shafiq at number 3, he's been good nick. Mitchell missed out in the last game. He's played a couple of fine knocks so far in this edition of the HBL PSL. Billings was brilliant. Raza as well in the last game they completed. 2 overs to go before the Pepsi power play is finished. Run rate is on 8 at the moment. Naeem is the one that's been doing the bulk of the scoring. His strike rate's 150. Faka is basically a runner ball right now. And Mohammad Nabi into the attack. A little bit of turn. Those kids we just saw, by the way, they were here a couple of nights ago. We had that dust storm and the rain. We didn't get the completed game from the Alhambra orphanage. Great to see them here again. Mohammad Nabi, his numbers are outstanding. There they are. Really looking forward to this game, those kids. Don't want any interruptions. Good running, quick single. Nabi's economy, Amir, 4.7, that's ridiculous.
Oh, his experience, isn't it? He's had plenty of boundaries in this HBL PSL, Fakhar Zaman.
Yeah, against the spin, he's been smashing the spin bowlers. Good shot. Very good shot indeed. 6 runs, picked it up beautifully. That's what you've got to do against Mohammad Nabi. You've got to try and get after him early if you can. And that was with the spin.
Well, if a captain wins the toss and insert the opposition into bat, he's looking for quick wickets. And so far, this innings is unscathed. And that's a battle won for Lahore Qalandars. These two openers, they're doing a fantastic job.
Bunted that down the ground just for the single. By surprise a little bit.
He got away with that one there, Mohammad Nabi. Full toss, could have gone anywhere. It was a great shot, that previous ball too. He's realised that Nabi's bowling so straight, so he gave himself a bit of room, and Nabi just couldn't quite follow him enough. And you see Fakhar Zaman there. That's a pretty impressive wagon wheel there.
Against spin bowling, carnage. And he goes again, downtown. It's gone very, very far, this one. That's a terrific shot. Straight as a die. 6 runs. Brilliant from Fakhar Zaman.
Oh, that's a risk. Flighting a ball to Fakhar Zaman, who doesn't mind jumping out of the crease. Got it close enough to that delivery to be able to get underneath and hit it aerial.
15 off the over now, 1 more to go. Oh, he wanted to go again too. He doesn't. It's a dot ball to finish. 5 done, 47 for none.
What a start for the Lahore Qalandars, 47 without loss, and a big over. He's been an integral part, Mohammad Nabi, in taking wickets in the Pepsi power play, and there was a definite plan for the Qalandars to go after him. Outside edge, Sikandar back, it's all going the Qalandars' way. It brings up their 50, what a start!
Yeah, what a start this, especially what's Naeem doing is throwing his bat. Anything that has width on that, second time has gone flying over that slip cordon. Slower one attempted, missed it with the timing of that backswing, but still gets the desired result. This is as clean as you like. Mid-wicket is the region, and this crowd has been busy catching the ball.
I spoke about this young man early on in the competition. Spoke to the owners of the Qalandars. They'd invested time and effort into this young man to be part of the Qalandars setup for a while, to take his position at the top of the order, and now he is reaping the rewards. Well, they are reaping the rewards. He's playing well. 39 from 19, 3 fours, 3 sixes. Good strike rate as well. He's got, look at his strike rate, it's on your screen there, 143. Nice combination as well. Always good to have Tapal Tea moment. I missed it this morning. I missed my Tapal Tea. It's time for the fans at the Tapal Tea Lounge. Pakistan's own brand. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm sure every time the ball sails over that boundary, when the fielder at square leg has got his face in his hands. Ooh, inside part of the bat. Because Naeem was dropped when he was 11, was an absolute sitter. Ahmed Jamal there missing that opportunity.
And there must be something, because we're seeing a lot of catches dropped. Whether it's just, it's not lack of practice, let me tell you. We see these cricketers here and all round Pakistan in the HBL PSL, they practice. Brand new lights here, I'm not blaming them. LEDs. There must be something. We're seeing a lot of catches being dropped.
Oh, he's played that. This time it's flatter. One bounce to in front of square leg. A little too short, and he was almost up and ready as if he knew what was coming.
This is a shot of class, Sikandar. Watch how tall he is, his backlift into the ball. It's a beautiful looking shot. Take that, Hassan Ali, with all your experience. Still in the power play, so only 2 fielders allowed out, so he's made that change right now. He's put in a deep mid wicket. Now with his experience, is he going to go short? Is he going to go pace off?
Yeah, the kind of form he's in, he's taking them on. There are 2 fielders in the deep on the onside, and he absolutely ignores them, finishing the power play.
What a position they're in. 69 for none. They rode their luck a little bit with a few outside edges. Should have been taken. We're going to get deep into this, why we're seeing fielders dropping catches, but take nothing away from this partnership. Fakhar and Naeem have been exceptional. You don't get a better position than this after a Pepsi power play. They're 69 for none.
Fastest 50, and he's number 2. But he's got back-to-back 50s there. Before that, his highest was 40. But after that knock that he had in that previous outing, he seems to be, well, booming with confidence.
Just a bit of a break in play. Alex Wharf and the umpires obviously signalling the end of the Pepsi power play. And they're looking out towards deep mid-wicket. I'm not sure what that is about. He's spoke to David Warner as well. Anyway, Mohamed Nabi was taken down in his first over. 15 from it, Sikandar.
I think it's the first time we've seen him bowling in that power play, and maybe Warner wanted to slow things down, but that didn't really work. He took a single and brought Naeem in front of the off spinner. And they've got the best strike rate against spin this season of the HBL PSL, Lahore Qalandars. and making full use of it. Don't know if Karachi Kings read that stat. After scoring 2 runs in that first over, they've just accelerated. Saying yes, and he's been given by Alex Wolf. They've gone upstairs, Naeem, straight away.
Given out quickly, this. Alex Wolf thinks there's a noise there, so he's gone, yeah, he says that's out, and straight away, Mohammed Naeem with his 50
we have a player
reviewed.
Your decision is out. It's a fair delivery, you can up front on first. Run on. Roll that back. Fine for me, thanks. Could I have ultra edge, please? Next. Back. Ultra edge coming up now. Got a gap on the left-hand side between bat and ball, and a flat line as the ball passes. Roll that back there. Flat line as the ball passes, and gap between bat and ball on the left-hand side. Roll it through, it's clear. Wolfie, there's no bat involved. Need you to overturn your decision. Stand by, we'll get you on screen. Signal now, you're on screen, signal now.
Well, there was a sound. Maybe that was the bottom part of the bat brushing the turf. Nothing on the bat with the ball. A little short. And he's so good at that. He just rocks back, uses the depth of the crease and smashes it.
And you can just sense now a guy who perhaps was a little bit nervous at the start of the tournament, being given his go at the top of the order, and gets that first 50 and just seems like he's just now getting more confident as he goes deeper into this PSL.
Down on one knee, he plays that now with those 3 fielders who are just mere spectators.
5 sixes in this innings so far, and he's under pressure. David Warner under pressure. Won the toss, decided to have a bowl first, and at the moment it's all going the home side's way. Lahore Qalandars 80 without loss from just 40 deliveries.
Yeah, 6 overs are gone, but Naeem's going on with his own power play. 60 of 25. Oh, full toss. He's lucky it wasn't put away. The official styling partner J. Dot in this season for the HBL PSL.
And at the other end, Fakhr is just 19 from 15. Give Naeem the strike.
I think he's doing exactly that. He keeps the strike. Taking a single. 82 after 7. Look at that, 6 sixes, 7 boundaries in those 7 overs. And these two especially, Mohammad Naeem has just been forgiving. Warner is marshalling his men. He just doesn't know where to place those fielders. He's got an open field now after the power play. He's got 2 men in the deep on the offside and a very heavily patrolled onside boundary, but at the moment he's not taking the boundary line into consideration. He's playing it into the crowd. Ahmed Jamal, can he fix this? He's dropped Naeem when he was 11.
Well, David Warner's got to use all his experience here as captain to try and marshal his troops, to just try and break this partnership first and then try and restrict the Qalandars. At the moment, projected score at this run rate, 228.
Yeah, two good deliveries to begin with, but to Fakhar Zaman now. Naeem is on strike. It's going to be a good contest because Ahmed Jamal really wants his wicket. Use Jazz Cash to recharge more and more load or packages of Jazz or any other network to win this electric SUV. Everyone's eyes are on that. Yeah, it's filling up. I'm pretty sure the Lahore crowd is very, very happy after what they've seen in the first 7.5 overs of Lahore's batting. Wet, he doesn't care. He's going to just throw everything at it.
Well, David Warner just put third a little bit wider before that ball to Mohammed Naeem. He's trying to go full and wide to just try and say to the batter, you want to drag me leg side, good luck. The only issue is that he's going to just keep trying to flay it. He's not going to hold back here. He's in. He's 65 from 27. He's striking at 240. All he's seen is boundaries every ball at the moment.
You see the difference. He bowls the first two Yorkers to Fakhar Zaman in the stumps, and he's staying away from Naeem's bat swing. Oh yeah, the idea is right, but the radar is off. Yeah, download a Go Lutlo app and enter into this lucky draw and chance to win a Go Lutlo motorbike every match, every game in the HBL PSL.
And this is the only issue now. The plan is set, and you can see why, because the backward point now has gone to like a short third, so he's just in the circle, and they've got like a deep point and a deep third now in place. And what they're saying is they're trying to block his strength, which is the leg side, and they're trying to go as full as possible on the offside. You can see the field is set.
He's surely struggling at the moment. He's trying to bowl full and wide, but then he's just way off. 3 wides in a row. Nothing that Warner can do. Yeah, HBL PSL presents the fan tunes. An opportunity for the viewers. You can send in and share your tunes in this contest, and top 10 fans will be getting 100,000 rupees each. So many opportunities for everyone to win. Yeah, much better.
Well, he's saying, has he got a little edge on this? I don't think he has. It's a perfect Yorker, and what they're trying to do, and I think this is the right options now. I know he's bowled 3 wides. Is they're trying to get it right in that block hole. Nothing anywhere near the stumps. Mid-on, which is David Warner, is up in the circle. You see him just on your left-hand side of the screen. So there's a big gap straight back over the bowler's head from long off all the way round to deep mid wicket. And he's just trying to go as full and slightly wide of the stumps as he can, as he dares.
This is what he was trying to stay away from, and this is what has worked. You could have picked the best fielder in Karachi Kings for that shot. Irfan doesn't make that mistake, and a magnificent start comes to an end from Naeem.
Wasn't going to stop. An excellent innings from the Qalandars openers. In a way, quite a simple catch. And what he does is he just drags it. He just drags it. It's in his arc. He's trying to hit that back over, long on, and it is Jubilee's safe hands. An excellent innings comes to the end. His second 50 in this competition. He's gone for 65, Mohammed Naeem, and it's 90 for 1. Just watch how his bat just twizzles in his hands, drags it out towards deep mid wicket, and a simple catch. He practices going straight. Happy for him because he dropped him earlier. Eventually gets him, but it's cost him.
Another man in form for Lahore Qalandars comes out at 3, Abdullah Shafiq. It's been so good against Spain. And here we are. 90 for 1 in just the 8th over.
This isn't good news. There was rumours that it's been raining in Islamabad for most of the day, and they were worried perhaps that was coming down from Islamabad down towards Lahore. There was a front just sitting close to the Gaddafi Stadium, and you can see that it is coming down at the moment. The umpires are just waiting to see whether they can keep them on. They're not telling them to bring them on, they're just holding at the moment. They're holding. No, they're not holding anymore. Alex Wharf has said, on your pot, let's get it covered. And again, the Qalandars, after a good start, they were frustrated last time with that dust storm and that big storm that saw the end of their last game. And look at that again. Not good signs, Sikandar.
Surely Lahore wouldn't like this because they've got a certain level of momentum going on. It's just this break frustrates them. Last time around, you mentioned they were 111 in what? 11 overs, just 3 down, and a similar situation, going great guns. After losing Naeem, the covers come on. I just hope that this is just a passing shower, because this is one of those encounters that everyone's been waiting for. Lahore versus Karachi in the HBL PSL. We have a big crowd here. At the moment, a little indecisive as what they want to do with the covers, because it's not that heavy, but it is pouring.
Well, I think they're just getting the stumps out of the way to then cover it, and then they'll put the big tarpaulin all over it. So they'll cover most of the square. The good news is we've got an extra half an hour. Plus, I think maybe they can just reduce the interval time as well, depending on certain situations. So there's still a little bit of room. We just hope that is just a little shower and it'll soon just blow past.
And also good news is that the crowd is not running for shelter, so it's not that heavy at the moment. This is what Lahore Qalandars have done after they were asked to bat first. And look at Naeem's name and the score against it. 65 or just 29. What a start he's provided to his side, along with Fakhar Zaman. 90 in just 7.5.
In HBL PSL, he raced to another half century. Some big hits here sensational shots. Took on form bowler in Mohamed Nabi. What is second half century up, the second fastest in this season's HBL PSL. Problems for the Karachi Kings. Mir Hamza was quite decent at the start, 2 overs, none for 10. Hassan Ali expensive, and Amir Jamel with that wicket just before the rain came. Again, just a little bit frustrated here, Mohamed Naeem, because he's trying to go straighter and the bat just turns in his hands. Simple catch for Niazi in the deep, just had to make sure that his feet were away from that cushioning. Disappointment, but should be very proud of his innings that has just given the Qalandars that momentum.
Yeah, the two rivals, Karachi and Lahore, even if you look at the table, they're breathing down each other's neck. 3 and 4, absolutely nothing separates them. This win, of course, will still keep them next to each other, but those 2 points will be very, very valuable, either for Karachi or Lahore. Don't forget, the top 4 qualify for the playoffs.
There's still a little bit of rain in the air. It's not as bad as the dust storm and the big storm that hit Qalandars last game, so that's good news. You just hope that the breeze that was there, the breeze has been there for most of the day. It was early on this morning the breeze was there, and it is a little bit cooler. And you're right, they're not too worried, are they? If it was going to rain hard, they'd be gone. So you can see the crowd are still in place. The ground staff are ready for when the umpires come out and say, let's get on with it. And we're hoping it won't be too long.
Yeah, the tournament, HBL PSL Season 10, and have a look at the next games to come. Now, tomorrow we head to Multan, where Peshawar will challenge the home side. And then it's a lot of games in Rawalpindi. Things will change, conditions will change. Islamabad will be playing 2 home games over there, along with Peshawar hosting Karachi and Lahore. And then we move to May 11th, Multan versus Quetta in Multan. Covers are on, and now they're bringing in the tires so that the covers don't fly away. It is still a very light drizzle, but since the game has been stopped and halted by the umpires, we'll have to wait for this little charge to stop, and we hope that we bring more and more action your way. Until then, you and I, we'll all take a short break.
jetzt zum Pissen an, ne? Ja, ja. Also regnet, aber ich muss jetzt gleich wieder nicht sagen, ja? Das ist so bescheuert. Mein Apple-Zeug auch nichts. Sagt nein, ich hätte nichts regnet. Wahrscheinlich haben sie die Sensoren abgedreht. Ja, das kann ich mir vorstellen. Ja, wenn nicht mehr das war.
Welcome back. Well, we bigged this game up because it was the big one. Lahore versus Karachi, the Qalandars versus the Kings, and it was the Kings who won the toss. If you're just joining us, they decided to have a bowl first, and it couldn't get any better for the Qalandars. Another HBL PSL half century for Mohamed Naeem, 65 from 29. Faka is still there with 21 from 18, and the Qalandars 90 for 1 from just 7.5 overs. Difficult for the Kings bowlers so far. Good from Mir Hamza with 2 overs, none for 10. Expensive Hassan Ali, none for 35. And Mohamed Nabi, none for 28. And the only wicket was Amir Jamal, who also dropped Mohamed Naeem a little bit earlier on. If you're just joining us, bad news, because there has been a bit of rain in the area, and that has come down from Islamabad. It has got heavier and heavier, so it's not great news. Remember, Qalandars lost out to another game, I think match 21. They lost out when they were in a good position against Quetta Gladiators, 111 I think they were, around about the 10th over, and they're in a similar position here, if not better. Crowded build, and they were enjoying watching the home team dominate their rivals in the Karachi Kings. They have just disappeared a little bit. They're probably just keeping out of this heavy rain. So not great news for match 24 at the moment. So it is heavy rain. It is delayed at the moment. Just to remember that we have got an extra half hour and the interval can be reduced. So hopefully we will get some more play to you. As soon as we get news, we'll be right back.
घबराहट हो रही है?
नहीं वो बस
मुझे भी होती अगर ऐसे बंदे के साथ भागना पड़ता।
आप सिंगल हैं?
तकलीफ दे हद तक, लेकिन हमेशा ऐसा नहीं था। एक वक्त था जब मैं भी डबल प्रोग्राम था।
तो वो आदमी कौन होगा?
अपने दिल पर हाथ रखकर, मेरी आंखों में आंखें डालकर, अपने जहन से हर खौफ निकालकर खुद से पूछो कि वो कौन है।
वो तुम हो बिलावल, वो तुम हो नवाज, वो तुम हो इमरान।
कि मेरी मोहब्बत किसी एक के लिए नहीं, मुझे तो सारी दुनिया की औरतों को इस मोहब्बत के जरिए बचाना है।
सोफिया खान 8 साल पहले लंदन गई और तालीम मुकम्मल करने के बाद आर्किटेक्ट के तौर पर काम किया।
तो 15 दिन में आपकी बेटी अपनी पसंद की शादी कर रही है और आप चाहते हैं वो शादी ना हो।
हाँ, उस कमबख्त से ना।
चलो इसके इम्तिहान में करें काम शुरू, मोहब्बत का पाठ पढ़ाने आया लव गुरु।
सॉरी,
ये मेरे असूलों के खिलाफ है।
तुमने तो कहा था कि लड़का कमीना टाइप का।
मैं नहीं चाहता मेरा नाम या पैसा मेरी शनाख्त बने। चाहना है तो इसको चाहो, इसमें क्या रखा।
ये भी बुरा नहीं है। तुम्हारा इस हॉटी के साथ कोई सीन तो नहीं?
Are you mad? पक्का? क्या मतलब पक्का? I'm getting married in 8 days.
दीदन कवले नशम खूब में जंग बिना।
आपकी लव मैरिज हो रही है?
No, completely arranged.
सोफिया इन्हीं का रिजॉर्ट डिजाइन कर रही हैं।
एक तो अमीर, ऊपर से हसीन, मलिक रियाज मिस वर्ल्ड के रूप में।
काश आप मुझे पहले मिल गई होती।
जी?
पहले ही 3 दिन रह गए उसके मगेतर के आने में, उस पर भी नजर रखिए कि नहीं।
अगर ये 2 दिन में भी कुछ नहीं हुआ ना, तो हमने पूरा बिग बैंग उखाड़ देना है।
कत्ल करने का प्रोग्राम है?
नहीं, सरप्राइज करने का प्रोग्राम है।
और अगर मैं सरप्राइज ना हुई तो?
फिर प्रोग्राम तो बढ़ गया।
बन गई है ऐसी तू आदत जो छोड़े ना छूटे।
और अगर वो ना आता तो शायद हमारे दरमियान वो बात अधूरी ना रहती।
अगर कोई बात करने से पहले ही घबराहट हो तो उसे अनकही रहना चाहिए।
मैं टूट गया जो मुझसे दूर गया।
शक्ल का अच्छा है, हीरो लगता है।
और एक लव स्टोरी में 2 हीरो अच्छे नहीं।
जो मुझसे
तुम्हारा दिमाग बदल गया।
दिमाग नहीं खान साहब, दिल बदल गया।
धड़कते इस दिल की अभी सदा दे जा मुझे तू सुकून।
बदलते मौसमों की सैर में दिल को लगाना हो, किसी को याद रखना हो, किसी को भूल जाना हो, हमेशा देर कर देता हूँ मैं।
Welcome back to Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore, and the news from the centre is that there's going to be another inspection at 9:55. Of course, things are clearing up, which is positive. The covers are off as well, and the rain has stopped. This is how things were when the match was stopped. Fakhr Zaman right at the top, 21 of 18 not out, but it was all Mohammad Naeem with the bat. making that impressive 65 in just 29 balls, and 90 for 1 after 7.5 overs is what Lahore Qalandars were looking like. Karachi Kings then, there's only 1 wicket that we saw from Amir Jamal, but otherwise Hassan Ali slightly on the expensive side, and then Mir Hamza as well, you know, just giving away 10 runs in his 2 overs, and in the end, like I said, 7.5 overs, just 90 runs for Lahore Qalandars. Obviously the ground is being dried up, the super stopper in action always, and the groundsmen have been at work since the start. Obviously the boundary rope is also being used to clear things up, to dry it up. The crowd has been rather patient. They've been patiently waiting. They've come out in huge numbers to support Lahore Qalandars and Karachi Kings. And just looking at now when we're going to be starting, hopefully if there's no more rain, because there is an inspection at 9:55.
Welcome back, and here we are with the good news that there's no rain, covers are off as you can see, and we're all set and ready for this encounter with some revised playing conditions. 15 overs aside, that's what the umpires have decided, and each bowler can bowl maximum of 3 overs, and the power play has been reduced from over number 1 to 5, which will be for, of course, Karachi Kings, because we're already through with this power play, and what a start that was, 90 for 1 in 7.5 overs. So with this bowling and some real power hitting from Naeem, Hassan Ali was on the receiving end, and so was Nabi. Hamza was good with that new ball in the initial overs. It's been not Karachi Kings' start, or maybe at least what they were hoping for, but I'd say, Dominic, advantage Lahore, 90 for 1 already.
Absolutely, yeah, and welcome everybody back. Great news, because we've all been desperate for this game to restart because of what's in stake for it. Rivalry, the way that the Qalandars have got off to a great start, yet he's new to the crease. Abdullah Shafiq has not faced a ball, and he'll face the last ball of the 8th over from Amir Jamal. So even at the end of the 15 overs with DLS in place, the score will be adjusted, and I'm sure it will be in favour of the Qalandars. So they're in a great position, and 15 overs aside, it will be a bit greasy out there.
Gets off the mark with a single and takes the score to 91. Also ends the over with 91 for 1. With 7 overs to go, and having Sam Billings and Daryl Mitchell and Sikandar Raza, there's a problem on hand for David Warner, because this is an ideal situation. They got 7 overs left and they still have Fakhar Zaman. He's got Nabi now. Now you said yes, maybe slightly sluggish outfield, not really sure, but there will be a difference. Yep.
Well, you say they've still got Fakhar Zaman. Look at the next 3 as well. Daryl Mitchell's, Billings, Sikandar Raza. You know what I mean? That is powerhouse middle order.
Competitions galore. It's a free hit for fans. Visit the Parkview City Facebook page. Answer the question and get a chance to win a house at the end of the league, and also win mobile phones every day. There must be a discussion in the Lahore camp. What score should be enough in 15 overs on a pitch that looks good?
And this has been a decent start by Mohammed Nabi, straight back in. It's obviously a dampish ball. 3 balls gone, no boundaries, just a single. What does Fakhar do here? He's got to be thinking boundary.
Down he comes and does clear that fielder. It's not the first time the ball has sailed over Amir Jamal.
Yeah, and we did it at the pitch report. We showed the difference between David Warner, who was very much offside, and Fakhar Zaman, who just tries to drag everything leg side. That is outside off stump. It's a little bit slower, a little bit loopier. And Fakhar says, I'll have a bit of that. Another maximum.
Makes room. Nicely followed up by Nabi. Just not providing him that room that he was looking for. .99. He'll keep strike. 9 gone, 100 up for Lahore Qalandars. 6 overs to go in the innings. A shortened game and 100 already up for Lahore Qalandars. Remember, bowlers can bowl max at 3 overs, so this is his second now. Straight down, and he knows that mid-off is up, so he will take his chances and he'll get rewarded for it.
Well, I didn't mind Shafiq just giving himself a couple of balls just to get used to the surface. Though he's already played on this surface before, I think it's now time with Mitchell, Billings and Sikandar Raza waiting with pads on. It's time to tee off. Mid-off up in the circle, David Warner. And once it gets over his head, it'll just skip away. So good start to the over.
Go square. I was thinking, does that break, which we had because of rain, break the momentum that Lahore had? But doesn't seem like it.
Parkview City free hit for fans win a house contest, which City hosted Pakistan's first ever home test match. Good question, that. We know the answer in here, we can't give it away. And we know the year as well.
He's bowled 3 deliveries, Amir Jamal to Fakhr, and all 3 of them been good Yorkers. It's just the right-handers that he's been a little wayward. Jazz Fan Balls question, which team has the highest average first innings score at Karachi? You talk about HBL PSL, the options are right there. Karachi Kings, Islamabad United, Peshawar Zalmi or Multan Sultans. That's a good shout. If there is no bat, there is no bat. Arslan Raza goes up with a finger and he's gone upstairs.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. It's a fair delivery. One time first. Thank you. Front off. Call that back to me one more time, please. Of course, close to the inside edge of the back. 𝐑𝐄-𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐈𝐿 edge. Thank you. 𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐿 edge coming up now. Take that back to me. There's a gap on the left-hand side between bat and ball. And flat ball. Thank you. There is no bat involved. We'll go through the ball tracking, please, when ready. Original decision is out. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wickets missing. You're going to need to overturn your decision of out to not out. We'll get you on screen. You can signal now, thanks.
I love it when the umpires give that look with disbelief. It looked a lot fuller than what the actual result is missing. Abdullah Shafiq survives. And he picks up on this ball, which was looking to be punished because it was down the leg side, it was short, and final leg is in.
Well, it's on strike because obviously he was given out on field, even though they could have run through for a leg by. I think this is definitely one of those. It's a playing condition that the ICC have got to look at because it's going to bite them at some stage in a World Cup final. A last ball and you need one to win, and given out on field, and it's then reviewed like that, and it's shown to not be clipping. That is a problem to me. Don't think it should have been a dead ball, and he shouldn't have been on strike.
Oh, plays that so well, not just against spinners, but the faster men as well. Right through the line for a maximum 10 gone, 116 for 1.
Momentum with Lahore Qalandars even after the rain delay. 10 runs in that over out of the previous over at the 10 over mark. Remember, we've lost 5 overs on either side. 116 for 1. Abdullah Shafiq continuing on his merry way, man in form. In fact, the entire Lahore contingent at the moment looks in form. Oh, that might be one. No, it's not. It skids off with the top spin. He did get the edge, Abbas, but it only in vain for 4.
A little bit of luck there for Fakhar Zaman. It's that point of the innings now. The death phase has started, so everything's got to go. He goes hard enough. Top edge, and that's always going to race away for a boundary. Lahore are well on top of this stage of the game. It's been a mere spectator, hasn't he, in this first part of the innings?
And not many a times you will see him in the passenger side, Guppy. When there's a fast and furiously driven car, he's normally in the driving seat. It was a spectator to Naeem's innings first. He's called for 2. Straight to James Vince on the long on boundary. So once again Nova starts with a boundary. Previous over ended with 1 as well, to add to the one that started with. Well, a little bit of peace and tranquility probably in there. And the Tapal Tea Lounge, Pakistan's #1 brand. Now in the middle is getting hot, isn't it? With the Lahore Qalandars, they're looking to make it 4 on a bounce here at home. A change of field, Abdullah Shafiq. They're trying to now pepper him with the short ball. So fine falls back onto the boundary, mid off in the ring. Or is it the double bluff? Oh, brilliant. That is brilliant. Extremely well controlled and in that block hole.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult to hit a perfect Yorker away like that. Really well bowled by Abbas Afridi there. Just angles back in. Beautifully bowled. They'll need a few more of those to be able to stop the Lahore Qalandars batters at this stage of the game.
And they are the side with the most 6s. 8 tonight. Reckon a few more coming. That's a big shout. Probably a better one. Alex Wolf also agrees. Now, whether Abdullah Shafiq sends it upstairs again or not, let's wait and have a look. He'll have a word with Fakhar Zaman. He outfoxed him with a change of pace, Abbas Afridi. Yes, let's have a look.
TV Umpire Director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decisions out. It's a fair delivery, not front on first sense. Front on coming up now. And swinging it right behind. Doesn't appear to be any batting bolt. Quite dry bolt to confirm. Any batting bolt or not. Thank you. Gap on the left-hand side between bat and ball. Roll it through from there. Thank you. Yeah, clear gap between bat and ball there. Bat balls. Can I have ball tracking, please, when ready? Wolfie just waiting on ball tracking, mate. Original decision was out. Pitching outside off, impact is in line and wickets hitting. Walker, you'll be staying with your original decision of out, my friend. You're on screen, you can signal now.
Yeah, great stuff from Abbas Afridi and Alex Wolf both. The change of pace gets the better of Abdullah Shafiq. A brisk 18 from him tonight. Lahore 121 for 2. Daryl Mitchell now in at 4 with 4.2 overs left in the reduced game. Oh, timber! Abbas Afridi with back-to-back wickets, and it's a really big one. Daryl Mitchell goes for a duck.
Beautiful bowling here from Abbas Afridi. Targeting those stumps early. Daryl Mitchell coming in. First ball looking to lap. Misses the ball completely. Middle of the leg stump gone. Another one for Abbas Afridi here. He's happy with that one. Big fist pump from the big fella. Daryl Mitchell goes for 0. Now 121 for 3.
Abbas Afridi on a hat-trick. Sam Billings clips it into the leg side. What an eventful over and a brilliant comeback for the Karachi Kings. 11 done, it's 122 for 3.
Take another look at the wicket here. Mitchell looking to get creative early on in his innings. Just misses that one completely. Those Zing bows light up. Head and hands from the Lahore faithful here. Abbas Afridi. He's happy. A big finish. Looking for the Qalandars in this innings.
A great start. And Karachi Kings just at the right time after the rain delay. Momentum shifts. Important to re-strategize. And a lot of times you see this. Just the break in momentum for the batters allows the bowling team to come back into the game. And it's at the courtesy of Abbas Afridi. Back-to-back wickets in the previous over, which means Abdullah Shafiq and Daryl Mitchell both back in the hut. Only brings out one after the other men in form for Lahore Qalandars. So Sam Billings off the mark. The change of pace seems to be the order of the day out of the rain break, and it's working. Oh, you want to get in on this one. It's a true Pakistani go loot low moment. You can use your PayPack debit card, avail the best discounts in the country. Constant changes in field. Karachi Kings just feel they've now got the upper hand and don't want to let go. They pick up Fakhr here. It just becomes interesting. A great execution. Mir Hamza has already bowled 2 good overs at the start of the piece. Now brought back in, and he'll hope, and David Warner will hope, that he can maybe just stem the flow enough to pick up another wicket.
Yeah, great bowling here from Mir Hamza. He was brilliant with the new ball, and here he's gone with a slower ball and a Yorker.
Out of the middle, and absolutely perfect in direction. You don't bowl there to Fakhar Zaman, and now he's raced to 40.
Yeah, after 2 good balls here, Hamza just missing his length, over pitching, low full toss. And Fakhar Zaman is never going to miss out on that. Not the form that he's in. And it goes 1 bounce for that powerful swing there. Great base to hit from. He doesn't have to run for that one.
Eight sixes tonight from Lahore Qalandars. So it feels like it'll be Yorkers, pace on or pace off against Fakhar Zaman, not allowing him to get under the ball. Give us your widest smiles. We go selfie moment. Win yourself prizes. They've enjoyed their 6 hitting ability with their batting depth and flair. The Lahore Qalandars had 73 before this game, 8 tonight. They were anyways leader in that most sixes table in this edition. Karachi Kings, contrast, right at the bottom, just 41. And remember, it is a rain delayed game, 15 overs side. Each bowler can only bowl a maximum of 3 overs, which means this is Mir Hamza's last. Now fine in the ring, long on the circle, mid wicket, deep backward square. Goes for the wide Yorker. It's a bit too wide.
I like the plan from Mir Hamza though, to try and take it away from Sam Billings' power area through the leg side. He's got the field set back, a deep backward point, almost a wide third man, and a sort of straight cover point on the boundary. He batted to this field a few times. It is quite difficult to hit against the angle of the left armour. Something that Muhammad Amir does well for Quetta Gladiators.
Oh, brilliant! Absolutely stunning from Amir Jamal. He has plucked that out of thin air. And guess what? They pick up another. Karachi Kings on top.
After putting one down earlier in the night, Amir Jamal has taken an absolute screamer here at mid-off. Sam Billings has hit that extremely hard. A little grimace on his face there. Billings has to depart for 2 or 3. Lahore 131 for 4.
Yeah, just take a break, everyone, but don't go anywhere. It's time for a Tapal strategic timeout. Why is this not reduced? are ready to go again. Everything has been reset out of the Tapal strategic timeout, and they have got one after the other. Make that 3. Billings the latest to go. That was absolutely cracked out of the bat. That ball was travelling. Extremely well timed by Amir Jamal to his left. Whoa, if you could read lips. It's becoming a fiery contest. This is Karachi versus Lahore. And if you need someone to just get things back onto your side, how's that for a batter to come out? Sikandar Raza. He knows a thing or two about big hitting. And chipped into the leg side. Again, eventful over. They've got the runs, 10 of them, but the important wicket of Billings as well. 3 overs left in the piece. It's 132 for 4. Most sixes this season, where he's levelled with Saibzada Farhan. Sikandar Raza as well with 14. 3 batters from Lahore, one of them still out there. He got 39 in very quick time. Sikandar Raza in the previous game bagged the Player of the Match award, got them in 17 deliveries. Now then, Warner's gone back to Amir Jamal to bowl his last. Oh, careful, careful. Just have a look at the square leg umpire. But they run extremely well to pinch 2. How close that was.
And he's not a tall bloke either, Sikandar Raza. Could be tight, and he's done well to not get much bet on that and nudge it for 2 into the leg side. Here we go, we have a look here. Tight. I think that's okay. What do you think? There we go, the ball coming back to the bowler now. Looks like it's play on. Might have been no ball if David Warner was on strike. He's quite a short bloke as well.
Well, would have definitely been no ball if I was on strike. In the block hole. Once again, call for 2. Are they quick enough? The tumble will allow them to get through. Pushy with the charge, but the tumble allows them. So that's now 4 from the first 2. Bhangra Cam keeping us entertained from Vigotel Mobile. You'll win prizes if you find yourself on the big screen. Showcase your dance moves. Right, 2 of 2. Surely Sikandar Raza eyeing a boundary here. Where can he go? Long on, long off. Point. Cover rather on the boundary. Mid-wicket, straighter, square, right in line with the umpire. Does he use the pace and bring fine and third into play? Oh, just opens the bat face. Very lucky there not to thread the gap for the bowler.
It's good bowling from Jamal as well. Getting it right up in the block hole. Not allowing the power game of Sikandar Raza to come through there. They'll be needing it to be able to execute this to Fakhar Zaman as well. He's the man on fire. He's the man with power.
Guppy, you just hear the home crowd getting behind Fakhar. They want the big 6 here. Fielders, 3 of them on the leg side boundary. If it's in his arc, he's swinging. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant stuff from Amir Jamal. That is 2 really good deliveries back to back, which means he'll want to close the over out. It's only gone for 5 so far.
That catch seems to have really got him going here. Look at that, right on the crease line, right in the block hole. There's nothing that Fakhar Zaman can do except bunt it back to the bowler. Impressive here from Amir Jamal.
Yeah, really good on 2 counts. Yes, to nail that length, but also just with the angle round the wicket to close that angle so he can't even clip it into the leg side. Magnificent stuff from Amir Jamal and the Karachi Kings. Excellent over.
He's been really good here. Looking to close this over out now. What's Sikandar Raza going to do? Is he going to move about? Is he going to come down the wicket? They need a boundary to close it out here, the Qalandars. He looks very calm though, doesn't he?
Or he'll have to look to do something to throw Amir Jamal off his length. I don't think he's going to change anything. He's going to still look for that block hole delivery, whether he jumps out to make it a low full toss or moves and gives himself room on the offside. Now it's just pulled back in length. Does he have enough? Plugs into the soggy outfield. Vince will clear up. Excellent over from Amir Jamal. 8 off it. 2 to go. It's 140 for 4. It is the big clash. It is Lahore Qalandars and Karachi Kings in Lahore. Remember, Lahore Qalandars got the better of Karachi Kings in Karachi, where the Karachi can level score, and it is all for either number 1 or number 2 spot, depending on which side manages the 2 points tonight. Rain played spoiled sport for a little bit, but everyone stayed. In fact, more people have come into the stands. Abbas Afridi now to bowl out. Oh, he goes! He goes into that Lahore crowd, and listen to the sound at Gaddafi Stadium. Once again, the 6 from Fakhar Zaman.
The crowd is on their feet here in Lahore. Fakhar Zaman, if you asked him where do you want the ball to hit for 6, he'll say right there please. He just swivels on that, gets underneath it, and that goes all the way, 79 metres. And he becomes the leading 6 hitter in this year's HBL PSL. I'd suggest that wasn't in the bowling plans to bowl it there.
KFC awarding a scholarship on every 6 to a deserving student through their program. Right then, he'll have to come back better, Abbas Afridi. And he does come back better. And they sneak in a single, which takes Fakhar to 49. And J. giving away prizes as well. And they are our official styling partner and giving away prizes to the most stylish fan in the crowd. 147 for 4. And 10 legal deliveries left in the first innings here. Sikandar Raza just having a look. He's just glanced over his right shoulder to see third up in the ring. Whether Abbas Afridi goes wide Yorker. Yes, he does. The field is set for that, but a bit too wide. Guppy, you mentioned you like this plan. You've been in this position. It's a difficult one to get under or to reach out to.
It certainly is, and it's the angle that's created with it as well. And I just feel that they could do the same thing to Fakhar here as well. Just take away from that shovel across the leg side that he likes to play. He can do it from over the wicket. It creates a bigger angle, which is harder to hit leg side. And persisting with the same field, the same plan.
One through the offside, one through the leg side. It's been a mixed bag, just a change of pace. Just feel Karachi Kings just needs to calm down. Maybe David Warner walks up and has a chat. Remember, he was hit for a 6. That length delivery perfectly in the arc for Sikandar Raza. How many can they get in this still last 10? Said it a couple of balls before. Legal 10 deliveries, still legal 10 deliveries. Overs gone for 9 in the first 2. Big shout again. Oh, he's given him. Whether he was just outside on impact, Sikandar Raza feels maybe. Right then, let's bring Chris Brown back in. Let's have a look.
The umpire director, and then player review for KBW. Onto the decision is out. Fair delivery. Up front on first, please. Thank you. Front on coming up now. It doesn't appear to be that involved, but I'm going to need Ultra Edge, please, to confirm. That or not, thank you. Ultra Edge coming up now. Gap on the left hand side. Flat line as the ball passes. True, yeah, thank you. There is no bat involved. Ball tracking, please, when ready. Original decision was out. Sun ball tracking coming up now. Pitching outside off. Impact is in line. Wickets heading, my friend. You'll be staying with your original decision of out. Stand by. We'll get you on screen to confirm. You can signal now. Thanks.
Hitting middle stump and the finger goes up again. Sikandar Raza knew the instant he saw the first replay and decided to walk off just then. In just the 8 tonight. 5 down, Lahore now 149. Asif Ali now out. Oh, that is crunched. Crunched into the offside, just the one. And this is only his first outing, including the washed out game. 150 comes up in that. Asif Ali's batted open once when they dropped Naeem. Yeah, much closer than on first look. Hitting middle stump 3/4 of the way up, and that's why Sikandar Raza started to backpedal to the pavilion as he saw it.
Fakhar is the key here, isn't he? If they lose him, all momentum goes out of the Qalandars innings. 1.2 overs left. And they'll want him to face the majority of these balls.
Looks like the plan is to go wide Yorker with the angle across. A bit of a surprise that full toss to Fakhar. He still manages to, which also brings up his 24th score of 50 in the HBL PSL, and the home crowd is enjoying this. Soft 32 deliveries, and if he's out there for a little bit longer, Karachi might be staring down a barrel of a very big first inning score.
He's played well tonight, hasn't he? A spectator early on when Naeem was going well, and he's really picked the pace up in the last 8 overs. You see the replay here. That's absolutely fine. I think Abbas Afridi has slightly missed his line and length there with the field set he's got.
Yeah, never easy those pace on high full tosses, because you aren't expecting them. That's why the contact on a higher splice of the bat for Fakhar. Bowled him! Oh, he's cleaned him up, and he's really enjoyed that, Abbas Afridi. A really long over and gets a reward on the last one. And Fakhr goes for 51.
Been great bowling from Abbas Afridi. Was under pressure early in the over and he executes this Yorker extremely well. Fakhr trying to wrap that over, short fine leg, misses the ball completely, cannons into off stump. He's happy camper, that boy. Fakhr goes for 51. Lahore now 152 for 6.
Last over. Just the one. Skipper sends him back. We all know a little bit about Shaheen Shah Afridi and his love for hitting big hits, where they can get under a few, and this is why he's out there. Abbas Afridi tonight with 4. A brilliant execution of the Yorker throughout his spell. And in his 3 overs, he's got 4 wickets tonight. 4 important wickets. Remember, it was he with that double wicket over, along with Mir Hamza, that just held Karachi back in the game. Out of the rain delay over the course of 8 balls, they picked up 3 wickets. Yeah, he can be very happy with that effort. Abbas Afridi. Now then, Shaheen on strike. Protection on the leg side. A little bit of fresh air. Jazz Fan Pulse bonus question. Who holds the record for the most LBW dismissals as a bowler in the HBL PSL history? Babar Azam, you reckon? Rizwan maybe? I don't know. Shadab, Mohammad Wasim. I think you can narrow that down 50%. Is it in the arc? Is it in the arc? No, it's not. You cannot keep him out of the game tonight, Abbas Afridi. Whether it's at the ball or it's with the catching, he gets the opposition skipper.
Good piece of bowling from Hassan Ali here. Digs it in short on the body line. And Shaheen Shah can't get quite enough bat on it. Hits high on the bat. Fairly easy catch for Abbas Afridi on the boundary. He's been everywhere tonight. Right in the thick of it. Hassan Ali happy with that one. Lahore now 153 for 7.
And 3 balls left now. Swing and a miss. They run through. Tim Seifert has got him. And as quickly as Asif Ali came out, that's exactly as quickly he's getting off. It's been wickets galore since the rain break. From 121 for 1, Lahore now 153 for 8.
Great presence of mind from Tim Seifert there. Steadies himself, and Asif Ali's barely in shot. He's got to go for 2 off 2. 153 for 8.
Asif Afridi. First ball, or he takes 6.
That one gets the crowd back on their feet here. Hassan Ali, slower ball, a little bit in the slot, and he swings that willow through the ball, gets a good piece of it and goes all the way. Exactly what the Qalandars needed in these last couple of balls.
And the PCB with the HBL PSL in partnership with 𝐑𝐄-𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 donating for humanity. That will yield him 20,000 rupees as for every 6 and 10,000 for every 4. 10 of them tonight. They are by far the most, they've hit the most 6s in the tournament, Lahore Qalandars. And that was, what a strike, what a sound it made on impact. A big crowd in tonight as well, and Lahore Qalandars in this last over. First one went for a single, the dot, and then the 2 wickets, and then the big hit. So the last ball, remember, 15 overs, rain-reduced game. It will be a revised target, which Karachi will get at the end of this. Yeah, he watched that, he liked that, so did the crowd.
Made a lovely sound off the bat, didn't it? As soon as he hit it, he knew he didn't have to run. What does Hassan Ali do here? 1 ball left, he wants to execute.
Perfect. Perfect from Hassan Ali. And just holds on to the ball. He's been expensive tonight. Hassan Ali, 3 overs have gone for 42 with just the 1 wicket, which means at the end of 15, Lahore Qalandars finish at 160 for 8. And I reckon, walking back, the team in green will be very happy.
They were impressive right from the get-go, weren't they? Started from Naeem up front. He struck the ball beautifully tonight. And Fakhar was a good ally at the other end. Lost their way a little bit towards the end of the innings, but 160 on the board is going to be a tough chase for the Karachi Kings. Fakhar and Naeem there was a fantastic partnership up at the front. Mohammad Naeem striking at 224. He was very impressive tonight. We go through. Fakhar Zaman, 51 off 33. Shafiq was good as well, 18 off 11. A string of low scores through the middle there. And Asif Afridi, 6 off 2 at the end. With a little bit more momentum towards their bowling innings.
Yeah, very good with the ball. They were Karachi Kings out of the rain break, which meant no other partnerships could string together. Apart from the first to 90 of 51, Naeem played another gem. Fakhar stayed on with Shafiq to add 31 of 17. And in the end, a few quick low scores got them to 160. 4 wickets tonight in his 3 overs. Abbas Afridi bowled extremely well. And the rest of the bowlers took a bit of a thumping, barring Mir Hamza, and shared 1 wicket apiece, barring Nabi. Right then, let's head down to Zainab Abbas.
मोहम्मद नईम इज़ नेक्स्ट टू मी. नईम, शुरू के कुछ मैचेस में आपसे उस तरह से स्कोर नहीं हो सका, लेकिन फिर भी आपको 2 बैक-टू-बैक 50s अब देखने को मिली हैं, तो मैनेजमेंट की तरफ से आपको कितना सपोर्ट मिला?
जी, सबसे पहले तो मैं अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करूंगा, और उसके बाद सारा क्रेडिट मैनेजमेंट को जाता है, समीन भाई को, शाहीन भाई को, कि उन्होंने मुझे थ्रू आउट मुझे सपोर्ट किया. इवन मेरे जो 4-5 गेम थे शुरू में फ्लॉप गई हैं, लेकिन बट दे शोड जस्ट ट्रस्ट इन मी, और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैंने कर दिखाया. एंड यस, द बेस्ट इज स्टिल टू कम.
अच्छा, ये बताएं कि प्लेयर डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम में आपको डिस्कवर किया गया, उस जर्नी के बारे में थोड़ा सा व्यूअर्स को बताएं.
देखिए, मैं इनके प्लेयर डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम का हिस्सा रहा हूँ 2017 से लेकर आज PSL तक. तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह एक जर्नी है, और काफ़ी उसका मैंने कुछ सीखा है, और ये अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह कि आज मैं बड़ी स्टेज पे परफॉर्म कर रहा हूँ.
ठीक है, ये बताएं कि कंडीशंस कैसी लगी? आज आपने बड़ी ज़बरदस्त इनिंग्स खेली.
कंडीशन, जब बल्ले पे बॉल लग रहा हो, शुरू में थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होता है क्योंकि सीम हो रहा होता है, तो वो 2 कुछ ओवर निकाले हैं. उसके बाद इट वाज बैट एंड बॉल गेम.
फ़खर ज़मान के साथ बैटिंग करके कितना सीखने को मिलता है? ऑब्वियसली उनके पास एक्सपीरियंस भी है, बड़ी अच्छी फॉर्म लगी हुई उनकी.
लिटरली वो तो जाहिर सी बात है, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट वाइड बॉल प्लेयर फ़खर भाई, तो उससे काफ़ी कुछ सीखा है और बड़ा इंजॉय करता हूँ. और वो लिटरली आज वो मेरे साथ वो भी इंजॉय कर रहे थे.
Thank you so much, and you're doing great. All the best.
Thank you.
Mohammad Naeem, just talking about how he was discovered in the player development program and his journey in that, and obviously talking about the backing that he's got from the management. Remember, he had a few failures at the top, but he's been consistently backed by Sameen Rana and everybody else. So he's got a lot of confidence. He also spoke about how he's enjoyed batting with somebody like Fakhar Zaman and generally feels confident about this game.
Yeah, great stuff from Naeem, and thank you, Zainab. Great to listen into what the players have to say just as they come off. It's a rain-reduced game, folks. It's Karachi versus Lahore in Lahore, and Lahore have done well in their 15 overs. And they got 160 for 8, which means when Karachi come out, they're looking for 161 on the other side of this break.
Welcome back. Righto, let's have a look at the batting card now. Fakhar Zaman, 51 off 33 in the air. Naeem played very nicely after being dropped on 11, 65 off 29, and there's a bit of a collapse. It went pretty much south after they came back on after that rain break, and they lost 7 for 70. We got to 160 for 8. The revised target, by the way, is 168 to win, but Naeem, someone who's played really nicely. 29 balls only for that total. Played very nicely indeed. Some good solid shots. This was trying to get after the bowling right at the very start of this innings. Dragging 1 or 2 on the offside. Got a little bit lucky with a couple of outside heads, but then there was some good connection. A couple of solid pull shots as well. Looked like he's moving very nicely and confidently in the crease. It was Fakhar Zaman who was doing a lot of watching at the non-striker's end. That really was a very fine performance. The Karachi Kings bowling. Got a look at Abbas with his 4 for 27. He was the one that was the pick of the bowling. Wicket apiece to Hamza, Hassan Ali, who keeps getting wickets. Amir Jamal did a very fine job actually coming back after getting a middle tap and dropping a catch early. His return was okay, but Nabi getting some tap, going at nearly 12 and a half. So that was disappointing for him. Look at the wickets that went down. This is Naeem, the first one. When he departed, well caught, fine on that boundary line, so a good catch. Let's get rid of him. This was Abdullah Shafiq, was sent upstairs eventually, and he was sent on his way. Very next ball was Darren Mitchell, was on his way as well. So this is when they were really getting in. It was after the rain break had finished. Very good catch from Amir Jamal. And these wickets just kept tumbling at all the wrong times. This is when they were losing that 7 for 70 and 7 overs and 1 ball. Another one gone. Fakhar Zaman at that stage. And he departed. And a couple of lusty blows were attempted unsuccessfully. And Afridi was on the receiving end there. And it was Sain at the end trying to sneak through for one, but a run out of his partner. And Abbas Afridi looking at the work that he did tonight. See that the 4 wickets, the pulsing blue deliveries, the 4 wickets, most of them in that length area, so the batting strike rate was kept quiet in that stage, but short. He got a little bit of tap. And look at the Invrex. Faisal Wood cap most wicket takers in the HBL PSL. Jason Holder with 15. Abbas Afridi has joined him now, also with 15. Hassan Ali getting 1 wicket tonight and back in the lineup, which is good to see. Fit again with 14. Abrar Ahmed with a dozen. Fahim Ashraf, who got some wickets again last night, also on a dozen. Righto, so here we go. It's 168 to win with that revised target. This is going to be fascinating to watch this. Shaheen Afridi is going to be looking to fire up, that's for sure. And it'll be a nice little head-to-head with he and David Warner. They always have a little bit of fun out in the middle. David Warner will be looking to get after bowling as soon as possible. Martin Guptill, what are your thoughts?
It's going to be a good chase. Up front, Shaheen versus David Warner. I think this is going to be a good battle. You see Warner, what he's been doing in this tournament so far is giving himself a touch of room, hitting through the offside, striking out 146. And his partner in crime, Tim Seifert, he's having a pretty good tournament himself, striking at 135. And Shaheen Shah just going through his pre-ball routines, big jumps, impressive record that one is. Bowls at the front and at the end. Economy under 8 runs and over. That is very impressive.
And often strikes right at the top as well. Just a bit of perspective. The biggest first innings total before today was 157, and that was a 20 over game. There's just a 15 over game. Here we go. Start of the second half. Coming back in a fraction to David Warner. He's worked that away. Going to pick up certainly a couple. Warner's very quick between the wickets, and you'll think to come back for 3. No. I stay just 2. Hello, Rouge.
Hello, AZ, and everyone watching. I'm sure nobody turned their television off. And it's not the first time in this tournament where David Warner has decided to put the pressure on straight away. A little bit of a slip as well in that, as he just lost shape. Extremely well done by Fakhar Zaman. And it's a power play game, you reckon. Rain reduced of 5 overs of power play.
Nicely bowled. That's the line you've got to bowl to David Warner. You can't give him any width outside that off stump, because he looks to go over covers or through covers. If he gets anything that's something he can recognise a bit wider, he goes square on that offside. Anything the body looks to run on the onside for a couple. But he's a very dangerous starter for the Lahore Qalandars, David Warner. They would like to see the back of him pretty quickly. He hasn't scored many runs so far in the HBL PSL. Perfect again. Really nicely bowled. Good pace, good rhythm.
Fiery delivery there from Shaheen Shah. And kissed through beautifully. A little bit of extra bounce from the big man. Really flicked that wrist through the ball. David Warner not quite there with his front foot there, and that's gone through chest height to Sam Billings. That really has flown. Warner, we need to go harder at those. If he edges them, they will fly away. We saw that in the first innings a couple of times.
Really good length. Really good length to bowl to Warner at this stage. It's the wrong line. Wide called. Good work from Sam Billings. PCB Talent Hunt program is underway. A total of 1,847 schools and colleges across Pakistan have already registered to be a part of this notable program. There's still time. The deadline to register is the 10th of May. Once registered, the education institutions will have 1 month to nominate the cricketing talent. Schools and colleges, don't miss this chance to shape the future of Pakistan cricket. Show your skills and live your dream. Registration.pcb.com.pk for more information. Movement in towards the left-handed Warner. Quick single, good running, good early call.
He's mixing it up quite nicely, Shaheen Shah Afridi, both with the angle in and away from Warner and with the length. And it'll be a bit of a cat and play in this first 5 overs in the power play. And the Karachi Kings top order, in particular Warner and Saifur, can get off to a brisk start. And they're right in this. They are right in this. He's picked up 7 wickets in the power play this season, Shaheen Shah Afridi. If he can get this ball to swing in to Tim Saifur, you watch out.
Tim Saifur just asked David Warner if it was swinging, and he got the affirmative. He said it was. A little bit leg side, that's away. Tucked away comfortably for 4.
That's one thing Shaheen Shah can do, unfortunately, to the right-hander early on. He looks to go full and straight at the stumps, and if he gets it wrong, it's easy pickings, and Tim Saifur makes no mistake there. Just runs his fingers down the side of the ball a little bit there. And that's just great timing from Tim Saifur. Picks the gap beautifully and races away for the first boundary of the innings.
It's a really good touch player, Tim Saifur. He's a very good timer in the ball. He's not the tallest. He's very quick on his feet. Last ball, the first over. Chases that one a fraction. Dot ball to finish. 8 from the first. Let's look at the revised playing conditions because of the rain. It's a 15-over match now. The revised target, 168, because it rained after they started their innings. Each bowler can bowl a maximum 3 overs, and the power play is 1 to 5. So only 2 fielders allowed outside the circle in the first 1 to 5 overs. Asif Afridi, spin. This is interesting. Only 2 allowed outside the circle, and spin has been introduced. Slightly short, and that's pounded. That's pounded for 6, first up. So that's disappeared. First ball's gone. Good start of the over.
And this will be a matchup that David Warner wants to take on. Left arm spinner, spinning the ball into him. And he just sits back. And he hits that with some almighty power. And that first KFC power hit of the innings. Makes no mistake with that one.
Every time A sixer scored, a scholarship from KFC. They award a scholarship to deserving student via the KFC scholarship program. It's got to work hard now. Asif Afridi, first ball disappearing.
Yeah, interesting this. The field said Sam Billings as well, waving his arm. He wants mid-wicket straighter.
Oh, it's short again. He's tucked it away this time. He moved him straighter, and it's gone back on a square. Good stuff from David Warner. Good game awareness.
Yeah, really smart from David Warner this. Saw the change in the field, moved inside the line of the ball, and just helped that on its way. He knew straight away.
Yeah, if you be really critical, not the two best balls Asif Afridi's bowled. He's dropped them in short, albeit quick, but very quick to pounce on those. Hit one in front of square first, realized the field had moved, and then hits it behind. Now the field moves again. Sam Billings ran straight down to Asif Afridi after that 4. And now there's deep mid-wicket and deep backward square. So long on's back in the ring. Does he skip down the track and hit him there now?
Gee, it's tough now. 10 off the first 2 balls. Short again. And that's in the crowd. 6 more. Great start from David Warner.
He's having a field day at the moment, isn't he? I think he was licking his lips when he saw Asif Afridi come on straight away. Another ball back of a length. David Warner's short stature goes deep in the crease this time. And that sets up beautifully for him to just swing through the line of the ball, and another 6 to the score.
Yeah, not quite sure. Guppy, you mentioned unfavourable option in terms of a matchup for Lahore Qalandars. Left arm spin to the left-hander. Not the best 3 balls bowled as well. And now they've gone for 6-4-6.
A little bit full of that time, has to dig it out. He's only averaged 20, David Warner, in this HBL PSL, the first one he's played in. And he's got 19 at the moment off 8 balls. He's a big match player, we all know that. Quick little glance over his shoulder towards that leg side again.
Out.
Fuller again. A couple of good comeback deliveries.
It looks like they're going early death phase here. Try and stop David Warner. He's 16 off the first 5 balls.
This is the tough ball, the last ball of the over after the first 3 disappeared. Trying to make it disappear. He's hit that well enough. That's gone for 4. So that is a massive over. 20 from it, 28 for none.
A 6-4-6, and then closes the over out with a 4. Because the field had moved, he knew that gap was available once he got it past mid-on. The length was slightly fuller and drags it into the leg side and does enough to get 4. So big over, really big over. And the spin with the ball first up hasn't worked.
As we look at the splits at the moment after 2 overs, just a quick reference to what happened. 7 overs and 5 balls rained. 1 for 90. That's where Lahore were at that stage. Then they lost 7 for 70. But they did get to the 168 because of the add-on, the revised target. Karachi were 28 for none now. And Shaheen Afridi. Tearing in. Tucking up Seifert. Can't do too much with that. Oh, he gets branded right in the middle of his back. Seifert's not too happy, it seems. Bounced up, bit of a glare. You Kiwis, Mart, you're looking for a bit of a scrap out there in the middle.
Yeah, especially those keepers, they're always in the fight. I don't think Tim Seifert took too kindly to this one. I'm not sure he took it that well either. I'm going to have a word to him after the game about showing a little bit of pain.
Oh, you forget, Seifert is in a Karachi Kings shirt. It is Lahore versus Karachi. Apology straight up. And yeah, apology, all right. But you watch out now.
A bit of extra edge, we love it. Rushed him. Got it away, bottom edge, 4 runs. Quickly that raced away.
quick delivery too, that 142 Ks. And the short stature of Tim Seifert means he's quick onto the short ball. He skids through a touch and he's just managed to kick that down, and that races across the outfield. The Karachi Kings are off to an absolute flyer here.
PCB and HBL PSL in partnership with Exchange On, donating for humanity. 10,000 Pakistan rupees for every 4, 20,000 Pakistan rupees for every 6. Nice collaboration. Man inside the circle at fine leg. Freedy around the wicket now, change of angle. He's picked that up superbly. What a wonderful shot that is. He timed that so sweetly, Tim Seifert.
First sign of a change in pace here from Shaheen Shah. Down to 112 Ks. That ball, leg spinner there, just rolls out into the slot, and Tim Seifert clears that front leg out of the way. He swings through that beautifully. That goes all the way.
I just feel a lot of change-ups have already been tried rather than trying to stick to one plan. Yes, Asif Afridi's over went for 20. Shaheen Shah Afridi straight down in line to pick up that 4, Seifert. I just feel he can just hit that good length and see if there's any movement across the right-hander with that angle.
Looking for that big Yorker. Low full toss in the end, had to be dug out at the last minute. Brings Warner back on strike. Freedy's first over. Let's have a look at the degrees of swing. 1.5 degrees the first ball, not too much after that really. That going down the leg side, and just a fraction coming in, so a little bit of movement back in towards the left hand of Warner. Really good start from David Warner. 23 off 10 at this stage. Afridi's a class act though. Oh, that's leg side. Billings does brilliantly.
It's now twice. Billing has saved 4 on both occasions. Shaheen Shah Afridi with a quick one down leg side. 146 Ks this one. A great display of athleticism, and he's not impressed, Sam Billings. And a little bit of argy-bargy between Tim Seifert, even the earlier delivery. A little bit of glare between Shaheen Shah Afridi and Seifert. And it's getting heated up in the middle. Karachi 39, they've gotten off to an absolute flyer here.
Yeah, they're both striking at over 200. Warner 209, Seifert 250. Last ball of the third over. It's a beautiful delivery. Warner will run that hard. That's what he tries to do all the time. Can't turn it into 2, so it's only a single. 12 off it though, 40 for none. Just a bit of interest there actually at the end of that over. Afridi were marching down past David Warner actually, I think it was, and Sam Billings came running up and just told him to settle down a little bit. Afridi's getting a bit heated out there in the middle. The captain, he's got to stay nice and calm. Haris Ralph now. Bowled beautifully when he picked up those 4 for 23. Let's have a look and see if we captured anything. There we go, it's Seifert and Afridi just having a little bit of a slight shoulder nudge. Look on Seifert's face is telling a story, looking straight at the umpire. Ralph now. Chopped it on! Bottom edge! Onto that leg stumps, straight away strikes. That is a massive wicket. Haris Rauf has picked up a very early wicket at the right time as far as they're concerned.
It is the loudest the crowd has been this season so far, and it is because Lahore Qalandars have struck. They've struck courtesy Haris Rauf. He's bowling rockets. It's only the first, but it's on target, giving himself room, having a swipe at that. David Warner only manages to drop it back onto leg stump. Watch that celebration. Rauf, Billings, everyone, all of Lahore and the crowd. It is the opposition skipper tonight. Goes for 24. It's 40 for 1.
James Vince now has been really good. He's got 3 Player of the Match awards so far in this edition of the HBL PSL. Really has played superbly, averaging 47. One of those guys who has a little bit more time than most. He will need it against the likes of Haris Rauf.
Coming off a match-winning 65, James Vince. Here we go.
A bit of swing, and it's got past Billings, and it's gone for 4 wides.
Yeah, a bit of swing and a bit of swing after the fact it bounced as well. Billings had no chance there, needed a second slip in to take that one. He's raced across the turf, and he was a look at the wicket here. Seems to just follow David Warner off the wicket a wee bit, and you could say a little bit unlucky for Warner there, but Haris Rauf won't be complaining. Shaheen Shah over the moon with that one.
I just wonder why Asif Afridi was given that new ball. Yes, he's bowled most of the time, but with the left-hander on strike. Haris Rauf into the attack, first ball gets him.
Oh, it's very nicely bowled again from Haris Rauf. Time for the J. Super over. No, nothing there down the leg side. Oh, no, that's... oh, yes, he's hit the bails. Hit the stump, hit the base of the stump as well. Maybe a couple of winners. Slight little celebration. Yep, 2 winners. Well done. Again, a bit of swing. No foot movement that time from Vince. But they've allowed him to get off the mark. That's the last thing you want to do. Got to keep him under pressure when the batsman first arrives.
You take those as a better though, Hazy. Every day of the week.
I'm sure.
Well, one thing's for sure, you can expect only rockets from Rauf at the moment. Bowling with some steam, 146 already. It just seems to be coming onto the bat slightly quicker after the rain. A hint of shape, in fact more than a hint of shape from Haris Rauf. Listen to this crowd get back behind Haris Rauf now. Can he pick up another?
Oh, that's nicely bowled again. There's not too much footwork this time from Seifert.